Welcome to My Brain, the ADHD Edition. Hello there, fellow humans. Today, we're diving into the fascinating, chaotic, and often hilarious world of ADHD. If you've ever felt like your mind is a whirlwind of thoughts, ideas, and distractions, you're not alone. ADHD can be a roller coaster, but it's also a unique way of experiencing life. Ever feel like your brain's a browser with 20 tabs open, 17 playing loud videos? It's like trying to focus on one thing while 100 other things are vying for your attention. The struggle to concentrate can be real, but it also means our minds are constantly buzzing with creativity and ideas. That's ADHD life, my friends. It's a blend of spontaneity, energy, and a dash of unpredictability. We might forget where we put our keys, but we never forget how to have fun. Our social interactions are often filled with laughter and joy, making every moment memorable. It's a wild ride, full of ups, downs, and wait, what was I doing again? Moments. One minute you're on top of the world, and the next, you're scratching your head, trying to remember what you were supposed to do. It's like living in a constant state of adventure, where every day brings something new and unexpected. Imagine forgetting why you walked into a room. Now, this might sound familiar to many, but for us with ADHD, it's a daily occurrence. It's like our brains are always on the go, making it hard to keep track of the little things. Now picture that happening 5 times a day. It can be frustrating, but it also teaches us to laugh at ourselves and not take life too seriously. We learn to embrace the chaos and find humor in our forgetfulness. Fun, right? That's the ADHD life in a nutshell. It's about finding joy in the little things and not letting the challenges get us down. We might be forgetful, but we're also resilient and full of life. But hey, at least we're never bored. Our minds are always racing, always thinking, always creating. We see the world in a unique way, and that makes life exciting and full of possibilities. But it's not all chaos and lost keys. There's a method to our madness. We find ways to stay organized, even if it's in our own quirky way. And when we do find that lost item, it's like a mini celebration. There's a funny side to this whole ADHD thing. We learn to laugh at our quirks and embrace our differences. It's what makes us who we are, and it brings a lot of joy and laughter into our lives. And trust me, once you learn to laugh at the absurdity, life gets a whole lot easier. We become more accepting of ourselves and others, and we find happiness in the most unexpected places. So buckle up, Buttercup, as we dive into the wonderful world of ADHD. It's a journey filled with laughter, creativity, and endless adventures. Let's embrace the chaos and make the most of every moment. Welcome to the ride of a lifetime. The Great Time Warp. What just happened to my day? Ever start a task, blink, and suddenly it's 3 hours later? Yeah, that's ADHD time for you. Time isn't linear in our world. It's more like a swirling vortex of I'll do it later and ooh, shiny. You start the day with the best intentions. Today's the day I conquer my to-do list, you declare. But then bam, a stray thought about unicorns, and suddenly you're researching medieval tapestries. The struggle is real, my friends. One minute you're making coffee, the next you're organizing your sock drawer by color. And don't even get me started on deadlines. They're more like suggestions, really. Flexible suggestions. The art of distraction, shiny objects, and squirrel moments. Ah, distractions. Our greatest nemesis and constant companion. A fly buzzing by the window? National Geographic documentary in the making? A pen on the desk? Suddenly we're doodling masterpieces. It's like our brains are wired for novelty. New sound, new sight, new thought. Gotta check it out. Forget focusing on that important task. There's a world of fascinating things happening right this second. And the worst part? We're not even aware it's happening most of the time. It's like a superpower we never asked for. The superpower of getting sidetracked by, well, everything. To-do lists and the art of procrastination, a love story. We ADHD folks, we love to-do lists. The longer, the better. It gives us the illusion of control, a sense of purpose. We write down every single task, no matter how small, feeling oh so productive. But here's the catch: actually doing those tasks, that's where things get tricky. See, we're masters of procrastination. We'll do anything, and I mean anything, to avoid starting that big, scary project. Suddenly, cleaning the bathroom seems far more appealing than writing that report. And hey, those dishes aren't going to wash themselves, right? Anything but the task at hand. It's a talent, really. Section 5. Emotional roller coaster. Buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. If life's a roller coaster, then ADHD is the ride with the loop-de-loops and surprise drops. It's not just any ride. It's the one that leaves you breathless, exhilarated, and sometimes a little bit terrified. The highs are incredibly high, filled with moments of pure joy and excitement, while the lows can feel like you're plummeting into an abyss with no end in sight. One minute we're up, excited about a new idea, the next we're down, overwhelmed by the sheer enormity of it all. It's like being on a constant emotional seesaw, where balance is elusive and stability feels like a distant dream. The excitement of a new project can quickly turn into anxiety as the details pile up, making it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Our emotions are like a box of fireworks on the 4th of July, bright, loud, and slightly unpredictable. Just when you think you've seen the grand finale, another burst of color lights up the sky, catching you off guard. These emotional fireworks can be both beautiful and overwhelming, leaving us in awe one moment and in tears the next. We feel things intensely, deeply, and sometimes it all gets a bit too much. The intensity of our emotions can be both a gift and a curse, allowing us to experience life in vivid color, but also making it hard to navigate through the stormy seas of our feelings. It's like having a superpower that you haven't quite learned to control yet. But here's the thing, it's okay to feel all the feels. Embracing our emotions, rather than suppressing them, is key to understanding ourselves better. It's a journey of self-discovery, where each emotional wave teaches us something new about who we are and what we need. It's a reminder that being human means experiencing a full spectrum of emotions. It's part of what makes us unique, passionate, and full of life. Our ability to feel deeply is what drives our creativity, our empathy, and our connections with others. It's what makes us vibrant and alive, setting us apart in a world that often values conformity over individuality. Our emotional depth is a treasure, not a burden. Just remember to breathe, take a break, and maybe have a good cry every now and then. It's therapeutic, I promise. Allowing ourselves these moments of release helps to reset our emotional balance, giving us the strength to face whatever comes next. So buckle up, embrace the ride, and know that it's okay to feel everything deeply. After all, it's what makes the journey worthwhile. Section 6. Hyperfocus, superpower, or just super weird. Hyperfocus, the ability to get so engrossed in something, you block out the entire world. It's like having tunnel vision, but for tasks, hobbies, or let's be honest, that really interesting Wikipedia rabbit hole. When we're in the zone, nothing else matters. Time ceases to exist. We become unstoppable forces of focus, productivity, and sometimes mild obsession. But like all superpowers, it has its drawbacks. We can hyper-focus on the wrong things, neglecting important tasks or, basic human needs like eating and sleeping. Balance, my friends, it's all about balance. Section 7. Life Hacks for the ADHD Brain, Tips and Tricks from the Trenches. Living with ADHD is like playing life on hard mode. But fear not, fellow ADHD warriors, for I come bearing gifts, life hacks. These little gems have saved my sanity on countless occasions, and they might just save yours too. First up, break down those mammoth tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is that 10-page essay due next week. Next, embrace technology. Timers, apps, reminders. There are secret weapons against the forces of procrastination and forgetfulness. Set alarms, schedule notifications, and watch your productivity soar, or at least slightly improve. Section 8. Embrace the chaos. Finding humor in the ADHD journey. Living with ADHD can be challenging, frustrating, and downright exhausting at times. The constant battle to stay organized, the never-ending to-do lists, and the perpetual feeling of being overwhelmed can take a toll on anyone. But amidst all the chaos, there's a silver lining that often goes unnoticed. But here's the thing, it can also be hilarious. Yes, you heard that right. There are moments in the ADHD journey that are so absurd, so outlandish, that you can't help but laugh. It's these moments that remind us not to take life too seriously. I mean, when else can you blame your inability to find your keys on a rogue squirrel stealing them? Or laugh at the fact that you put your phone in the fridge and your milk in the cupboard? These little quirks, these oddities, are what make the ADHD experience uniquely entertaining. Learning to laugh at the absurdity of it all is crucial. It's a coping mechanism, a way to navigate through the daily challenges without losing your sanity. When you can find humor in the chaos, it lightens the load and makes the journey a bit more bearable. It's about finding the humor in the chaos, the joy in the journey. It's about recognizing that perfection is overrated and that sometimes the best moments come from the most unexpected situations. Embracing the messiness of life with ADHD can lead to some of the most memorable and laughter-filled experiences. Because once you embrace the quirks, the oddities, the "did I really just do that?" moments, life becomes a whole lot more fun. It's about shifting your perspective and seeing the humor in the mishaps. After all, laughter is a powerful tool that can transform even the most frustrating situations into something more manageable. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath, remember you're not alone, and channel your inner comedian. Surround yourself with people who understand and appreciate your unique sense of humor. Share your funny stories and laugh together. It's these connections that make the journey worthwhile. Trust me, a little laughter goes a long way. It can lift your spirits, strengthen your relationships, and make the ADHD journey a lot more enjoyable. So, embrace the chaos, find the humor, and let laughter be your guide. Section 9. You've got this: a message of hope and encouragement. To all my fellow ADHD brains out there, you are not broken, you are not flawed. You are uniquely wired, brilliantly creative, and capable of achieving amazing things. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's okay to struggle, to feel different, to embrace the chaos. It's okay to ask for help, to seek support, to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. You are not alone in this journey. So keep your head up, keep laughing, and keep on being the amazing, messy, wonderful you. You've got this. We've got this. Together, we can conquer the world, one misplaced key and forgotten deadline at a time.